The world is falling apart. How can we turn back the clock and make the world a better place? Today we have Angus Chu from Imperial College London to share with us the light at the end of the tunnel. Before we start, please remember to subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Now let's welcome Angus together.
Hi, Angus. Thanks for coming to our show.
Yes, I'm very excited.
You're now studying Master of Science at Imperial College London. Very passionate about environmental, social, and governance, or what we call as ESG. Can you please share with us why the world will be a better place because of this?
Two main reasons. The first is that this will be the biggest global transformation in the history of mankind. And the second point is that ESG, the S and the G is now under debate, but the E is very, very strong, which actually leads us to better conversations. So let's dive into the 2 points one by one. The ESG is a global transformation. This stemmed from 2015 when all the governments of the world came together. We need to solve the problem of climate change. By 2050, so within 25 years, we cannot have any more carbon emissions in the planet. Any carbon emissions that we have will have to be offset by planting trees, for example. This will be a very good cooling point, given the physical heat, but as well as the political heat that we're seeing nowadays, as this requires countries with conflicting interests to cooperate together on a very important global issue. This will herald a new era of global cooperation. And this will transform the world into a better place as we're able to work with people of different thoughts and different cultures and transform all of human society in a way that we can save ourselves from our own consumption and destruction. We're going to transform the world and we're going to do it together. And the point too is that ESG has been getting a bad rep lately, actually due to the S and the G. Your S and my S, your G and my G, they're very different things. Something wrong that's been going on with the ESG debate. However, the E is very strong. The E is ingrained in the government's agreements that by 2050, we need to solve the problem of climate change. We need to reduce our carbon emissions drastically.
Gee, that's a good news. We are going into the right direction.
Talking about making the world a better place, I understand you are not shy to share the Word of God to others in school or workplace. Could you share with us what brought you to Jesus in the first place?
Sidney, that was you. You took me to my first Bible study, my first Sunday sermon. So I still remember that day very clearly. We had an excellent pastor, Stan. He explained things very clearly, and I got the main points of the God's message very clearly. And this brings us to the point of feedback loops. As in, if I went to church every Sunday, it only would have been linear. I wouldn't have much spiritual growth. However, by going to church every Sunday, he then took me to the Bible study, incorporated me to get closer to Christ. So we're seeing something more of an exponential growth. And then on top of that, to do social service, which really boosted the feedback loops so that now my trust with Christ is extremely exponential.
That's wonderful. So how do you invite others to come and see the love of God and to make the world a better place together?
This is very simple as well, actually. It just goes back to the same points of feedback loops. So there would be 3 good places to start. Bring your friend to church every Sunday. And then this builds the habits. It'll just be the same story as me. They start attending the Bible study. They start finding a new group of friends. And then they start seeing that God's message is very clear. There are very good benefits to it. And then you get the positive feedback loops that bring you closer and closer to Christ. And the other option would be the Alpha course and social service. So the Alpha course is a very good introductory course into Christianity. So that you're allowed to ask any questions. You can question, I don't think it's very scientific, or I think this conflicts with the other religions. You're allowed to ask these questions, and the pastor will then explain to you, and there will be a group debate onto the matter. In general, if it doesn't make you a Christian, it at least makes you more spiritual, to at least think about what's right, what's wrong, and what are your values. A good starting point for me as well on my many feedback loops exponential journey towards getting closer to Christ. And the second thing would be social service, because churches do a lot of outreach. It's very easy to invite your friends to do social service on a Saturday and Sunday. So I like to help out underprivileged kids and share the gospel with them. And through there, I just realized the mentorship relationship, mentee mentorship relationship with the children is very strong. By explaining Christ to them, I'm actually better able to understand my relationship with Christ better as well.
I'm very happy to see the change in you, and your passion is really infectious. I pray that you can pay it forward
so that many more people will be transformed because of you.
So let's do our part in making the world a better place. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sidney.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. See you next week. God bless you.